The dust has settled on the Australian Grand Prix and Charles Leclerc left everybody in his dust as the Ferrari driver cruised to victory at Albert Park on Sunday. But what about the rest of the chasing pack? Well, let's check in with Leclerc's teammate Carlos Sainz, who was struggling to get to grips with his steering wheel this weekend, and Christian Horner, Red Bull team principal, talks all things about their reliability problems. I'm Ollie Wilson for GPFans. Give us a subscribe down below to stay with us throughout the 2022 season in Formula 1. But now let's dive into more of the fallout from what happened at the Australian Grand Prix this weekend. Christian Horner has called Red Bull's reliability problems unacceptable after Max Verstappen was forced to retire on lap 39 of the Australian Grand Prix on Sunday. While many Lewis Hamilton fans are calling the constructors' woes this season karma, the team principal Horner is just frustrated to see reliability being such a problem in 2022, after both his cars were forced to retire, of course, in the Bahrain Grand Prix in the opening race of the season, and now their Dutch driver having to bin his car for the second time in 3 races at the Australian Grand Prix in a rather anticlimactic start to his title defence. With the team now third in the constructors' standings, with Mercedes and Ferrari ahead of them, and the former finding a little more race pace this weekend just gone, Horner knows that retirements are certainly not the order of the day in terms of the constructors' battle, and working out the reason for this weekend's problem is of the utmost importance. "We need to get on top of it. We can't accept DNFs," said Horner after the race. "We need to understand what the issue is and address it. I don't think it's engine related, I think it might be a fuel issue, but we need to get the car back and look at what exactly happened. Until we get the car back, we don't have data, we don't have the info." With Ferrari looking in another league, according to Horner, and the Scuderia showing off dominant race pace around the Albert Park circuit, it'll be interesting to see how Red Bull respond in 2 weeks' time at the first sprint qualifying weekend of the season in Imola. Talking of Ferrari, while Charles Leclerc was celebrating his second win of the season, teammate Carlos Sainz has aired his concerns over a steering wheel problem that led to his early retirement in Melbourne. According to the Spaniard, some of the buttons on his steering wheel were not working on Sunday, a problem that was also present on Saturday in qualifying, so a change had to be made to the component, meaning it wasn't well positioned at the start of the race. This triggered Sainz to have a weak pull away from the grid and put the Ferrari driver, as he called it, on the back foot for the opening laps. And then, when trying to force an early overtaking move when his tyres weren't up to temperature, it triggered his spin into the gravel trap. "Clearly, I haven't been perfect this weekend," said Sainz. "We haven't been perfect as a team, clearly, and we need to analyse what we did wrong and see how we can come back better. Without the issues of yesterday and the issues of today, we should have been fighting for the win." So the Scuderia is celebrating on one half of the garage, while the other half is a little more ponderous about the problems they've had this season. And it must be frustrating for Carlos Sainz, as Charles Leclerc looks almost perfect so far through 3 races. And how about Red Bull's reliability problems? Are you in the Lewis Hamilton fan camp and saying that it's karma for what happened in Abu Dhabi last year? Or perhaps is it just the Red Bull trying to adapt to the new regulations this season? Let us know in the comments section below. As always, we'll have more fallout here at the channel and of course on gpfans.com as well. And it's only 2 weeks' time before we go to one of the classic circuits in Formula 1, Imola.